Well, Ian, with the certain public health crisis, a lot of people, more than ever, are at home playing video games.
Yes.
If only there was a service online that you could have where you don't need a console to play modern video games. Oh, wait, there is one.
If only Stadia existed.
Google Stadia.
It does exist. And it's free now. Google Stadia was Google Stadia is Google's streaming video games platform. It's a console without one. We've talked about it many times before. It's not doing so well. It's not doing hot. Didn't get the best reviews when it came out.
There was features implemented like the family sharing. There was really bad testing in terms of the lag to play certain game types. Even if you had like a wired connection, it was still lagging for people. This was tested in newsrooms and things with like T1 lines, and it still wasn't doing it.
Fiber.
Fiber
hasn't been doing so great. People have been wondering where the support is. Where's the beef? But now it's free. So it was always supposed to have a free tier. This is something that I feel like as much fun as I have jumping on board something like this, that's a bad idea, and we all knew it was a bad idea, and now we're all watching it go down in flames like, haha, see, we told you this is a bad idea. I do want to point out that there was always supposed to be a free tier. People were really jumping on that the other day like it's the end of Stadia, like everything else isn't the end of Stadia. No, there was always supposed to be a free tier. They mentioned that.
Now they're offering a free tier.
Yeah, there's a pro tier and then there's a free tier, and they're offering that free tier. It's available now. Stadia Pro is also free, though, for 2 months if you decide you want to sign up for the Pro service. It'll be interesting to see if this gets more people to try it.
And Pro is $10 a month. It's $10 a month.
Right, $10 a month. But like I said,
you get higher streaming rates, access to a library of free games over time, and get discounts. So basically, for the $10 a month, you get the games look better. And you get a free game library, and the free is just free. You can still buy games.
Yeah, ideally they look better. The free games right now are Destiny 2, Grid, Guilt, SteamWorld Dig 2, SteamWorld Quest, Serious Sam Collection, Spitlings, Stacks on Stacks on Stacks.
Serious Sam Collection.
And Thumper. Some good games in there, but not stuff, and nothing that, as far as I can tell, is particularly brand new. Maybe that's Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. So, yeah, I mean, this is probably... I will actually probably try this just for the hell of it. I don't know. I'll pick something like Serious Sam Collection and see how it is. So at least I can, finally say I tried it.
You want to try it now while they're throttling internet for everyone since everyone's home?
Yeah, why not?
Allegedly, and I think it is happening.
Really?
Yeah. This is probably the worst time to actually use this during this. But, hey, it's free. Try it for 2 months and get the free games and,
So, unlike a large chunk of the internet, I don't think that this is indicative of anything happening with Stadia like right now. Like I said, there was always supposed to be a free tier, but I don't think it's going to help it. It is nice that it's they're offering the 2 free months of Stadia Pro right now. Everyone can use something to do.
Sure, they could see how it doesn't work for them.
Right, and then get angry.
I was going to say, this is going to hasten potential demise.
It's just going to be worse. I mean, but yeah,
because if you couldn't do a 1080 stream on this before, you definitely won't now if they're allegedly throttling internet, with everyone at home. So,
my favorite SteamWorld game isn't on here either. I thought SteamWorld Heist was one of the free games, but it's not. So they lose.
So this is let's see. Out of all, I'm surprised there is a Serious Sam collection. I'm surprised there's that many fans of Serious Sam to garner a re-release collection.
Oh my god! I just realized Thumper is one of the games. That's not a game that you want to...
What is Thumper?
I love Thumper. Thumper's like
Bunny Rabbit,
a weird rhythm horror game.
Okay,
it's just like a very intense rhythm game.
So it has to be very precise.
Very precise. Like even in the first level, that game gets tricky with the precision moves you've got to do.
Thumper is rhythm violence, classic rhythm action, blistering speed, and brutal physicality. You are a space beetle. Brave the hellish void and confront a maniacal giant head from the future. Okay.
Thumper was the first game I ever played in VR, and I was shaking after the first level.
Is it one of the ones where you go along the path and you hit a button as you go through a course?
Kind of, yes.
I saw a beautiful one at PAX East where it was like a 80s Miami sound look and feel to it, going through the soundtrack, and it was like a very synth bed sort of feels like, oh, this is nice. Like you would hit like the overpass and hit the button, or the star would come, you'd hit it, and it was like, so it was one of those sort of games.
I mean, easy. I like those sorts of games.
They're relaxing, and the music was
Thumper's
fantastic.
not relaxing.
Oh, this one is just no. Well, it's a hellish void.
Yeah.
So the point is that this would be tough to pull off any streaming cloud gaming at all. Even if it was perfect, like it'd have to be perfect to do this. Sure.
So,
well, try. I guess I would try it out and see if it would eat through my bandwidth that I have, because now I have YouTube TV. I cut the cord officially, and so I know that uses bandwidth, obviously, and my amount that I have is a decent amount. But when you're streaming a game, that's a lot more than watching anything. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see how this happens. So what was your prediction again? You said this would be gone by June, and I said like September.
I think I said June, yeah.
And I said about September.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
It was supposed to be 6 months after it launched in November, and 6 months would actually be May, I believe. My pat math was wrong, so you said 6 months.
Yeah.
So we'll say June and September still. This is going to be probably not supported anymore, or at least not worked on. We'll let you keep your library of games that you paid that will be gone once we unplug this.
Right.
And do that. So all right. Let's see. Google is also making a change to Stadia Pro's default streaming resolution in an effort to manage bandwidth, similar to efforts from Netflix, Disney, and Sony Interactive Entertainment, according to Stadia Vice President and General Manager Phil Harrison. That sounds like a general manager name.
Yeah, it does.
Phil Harrison, very official, has one of those like red ties on. With increased demand due to more people at home during this time, we're taking a responsible approach to internet traffic. For Stadia, he told the Stadia blog, for Stadia, we've always adjusted bandwidth use based on a variety of in-home and local internet factors. To reduce load on the internet further, we're working toward a temporary feature that changes the default screen resolution from 4K to 1080p. They're working toward it. Does that mean that you would have to boot up and change the default without do it without telling you? The vast majority of people on a desktop or laptop won't notice a drop in gameplay quality, but you can choose your data usage options in the Stadia app. Who the hell, I'm just trying to think, who would get this service for a computer when you can get the same games on Steam, or like that doesn't make any sense.
Right. That's what doesn't make any sense.
So this is only to replace a console, in my estimation. Only to put it on a TV.
Right.
So you're not helping me out. If you got a huge TV, you're gonna want to play in 4K versus 1080p.
And I mean, my other thing is like they're Stadia should be, if it worked perfectly, Stadia's popularity would lie in these big beefy AAA games that really suck up resources.
Sure.
As much as I like games like the SteamWorld games, those are not resource intensive games. Those are indie games, and that's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of indie stuff coming out on Stadia that doesn't make sense to me. Stadia, my feeling is that Stadia would be best used, to make these more difficult to play games playable.
Well, right now there's only 38 games available to purchase, and this is after this has been out for 6 months now. Google said it is tracking. What did you hit? Google said it is tracking more than 120 games coming in 2020, with 10 of those being exclusive to Stadia. All right, now what's going to be the killer app of the 10 times exclusive games this year? Doesn't name the games. We'll learn more in February. Did we ever learn what those were? I guess not.
No.
Okay, then. All right. They're timed exclusives too. So
my buddy's got a game coming to Stadia that's a timed exclusive, but timed exclusive is
can't say what it is. No, we can't drop it. The knowledge.
Actually, no, we can. It's called Gunsport. It's really, really fucking good. I got to play test it a couple years ago, but it's a 2D game. It's a
shooter.
Think Windjammers.
Okay.
It's really, really
Necrosoft games.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic game. The art is great. It looks a lot like
it's like a shooting volleyball sort of game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me see the trailer here.
It's fun as hell.
So that's going to be a timed exclusive.
So I'm actually, despite all the shit I talk about Stadia, I'm actually really happy because of Stadia, this game is finally getting out.
So you shoot an orb over like a net in the middle. It looks like Super Volleyball on TurboGrafx, where it's literally 2D, and there's like a slim net in the middle.
And you've got basically an attacker and like an anchor, and there's like specials and stuff like that. And it's fun, it's fast, it sounds great.
Well, Super Spike V-Ball was a 2D one, right?
Super Spike V-Ball was the Nintendo one.
Okay. Yeah, it was. There was one.
But it's not a strictly 2D plane.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that would be.
Yeah, that was the one they used to always advertise to graphics. So it looks like that, except you're shooting it. It's 2-on-2.
Yep.
You have weapons to shoot this orb, which can blow up, and you have different characters. All right, Alex, it's unique.
It's fun as hell.
Okay, well, if you have Google, check that out, Google Stadia. If not, we'll just wait for it to come out everywhere else and purchase it there. All right. Okay. Well, so Ian's still sticking to June. This is gone. I'm saying September. Of course, everything changes with the public health crisis going on. So we'll come back in a couple months, see where we're at.